Good afternoon. Today I will be the Prime Minister constructive on today's debate topic, which is the United States federal government should pass the Freedom Dividend, issuing a monthly check for $1,000 for every American over the age of 18, regardless of income or employment status. I think the terms are pretty straightforward, and so we'll get into today's debate topic. For the first contention, which is contention 1, the harms, my first argument under the harms is that there are some jobs that are not paying people enough money, and also because of the minimum wage. And this is bad because workers and families tend to struggle financially, regardless of their situations. And according to an article by CNBC, states that one of the key points is that low paid workers may need to work extra jobs to pay bills and are often unable to save for emergencies. And this is bad because workers have to pay their bills on time, and emergencies are important because people may need to have extra money on them and for emergency situations just in case something comes up unexpectedly, and it can have some benefits because of that. My second argument for the harms is that college can be expensive for people and they may not afford it because of classes and textbooks. And this is bad because an individual may really want to attend college, but because of how expensive it is, they may not be able to accomplish their dreams or their goals. And according to an Edward Jones survey, finds that 83% of Americans say that they cannot afford the expense of a college education. My last harms argument is that poverty is a big issue because of certain situations and homelessness. And this is bad because the homeless don't have housing and health care. And these two things are very essential because you need these two things to survive. And by not having these things, it could make your situation a lot worse, and it's also not good for the economy and not good for the environment and also not good for homeless people in general. And next is contention 2, inherency, as to why the plan hasn't been passed. And it is because of the jobs that people already have, and also because of automation, which is a system that can operate automatically. Next is contention 3, the plan. The plan is that the United States federal government will pass the Freedom Dividend, issuing a monthly check for $1,000 for every American over the age of 18, regardless of income or employment status. Next is the enforcement, and the enforcer who is in charge of this is businessman Andrew Yang. And also, another enforcer or enforcement is the welfare programs. Next is the funding, and the funding is a value added tax and other normal means. Lastly is contention 3, which is solvency. My first argument under solvency is that by issuing a monthly check for $1,000 for every American over the age of 18, workers and families will not have to struggle financially, and they can have an extra amount of money for emergency situations. And this is a good thing because the money can help them with that. And it can also help them with other household situations that they may have, or personal situations in their household, which can help benefit them, and that whenever they have to pay their bills, they can pay their bills on time, and so that it won't be overdue. My second solvency argument is that by issuing a monthly check for $1,000 for every American over the age of 18, people can have money to pay for college and accomplish their goals. And this is a good thing because the $1,000 check can cover their education expenses and other things that they may have regarding to education and regarding to what they have. And it can really help benefit them because education is expensive these days, and by having that amount of money from the check can really help them a lot with that. My last solvency argument is that by issuing a monthly check for $1,000 for every American over the age of 18, there will be less poverty and homelessness. And this is a good thing because with the check of $1,000, it can help the homeless with housing, healthcare, and other situations that they have. And it can also make sure that they're in a better area and that they're also in a better environment and that they won't have to live in poverty or be homeless ever again. And this concludes my speech as to why the United States federal government should pass the freedom dividend. Thank you.